1937. A quiet revolution in transportation was brewing in the heart of 1937. A quiet revolution in transportation was brewing in the heart of Paris, led by a visionary named Guy Negre. Negre, a French mechanical engineer with a passion for sustainable energy, believed he could change the world with his invention, a car that ran on compressed air. Negre's company, MDI, worked tirelessly to develop and refine this groundbreaking technology. The compressed air car, dubbed the city car, was designed to be affordable, eco-friendly, and safe. It promised to emit no pollutants, run virtually silently, and cost a fraction of what traditional cars did to fuel and maintain. But who were the people behind this revolutionary invention? Negre assembled a diverse team of engineers, technicians, and designers at MDI. Among them was Jacques Barbier, an expert in fluid mechanics, who played a crucial role in developing the car's innovative engine. Another key figure was Jean-Pierre Badeau, a materials scientist responsible for designing lightweight, durable components to maximize energy efficiency. Despite their best efforts, however, the compressed air car faced numerous obstacles on its path to market. One of the most significant challenges came from powerful automotive and oil industries that saw Negre's invention as a threat to their profits. These corporations lobbied governments and regulatory agencies, casting doubt on the viability and safety of compressed air technology. Moreover, MDI struggled to secure funding for mass production. While investors were initially intrigued by the prospect of a cleaner, cheaper alternative to gasoline-powered vehicles, many ultimately balked at the financial risks involved in bringing such a radically different product to market. As the years passed, Negre's dream seemed increasingly out of reach. MDI continued to develop and improve its technology, even partnering with Tata Motors, India's largest automobile manufacturer, to build a prototype plant in 2007. Yet, despite these promising developments, the compressed air car never made it to dealership showrooms. Today, Guy Negre is no longer with us, having passed away in 2013. But his legacy lives on through MDI and the many engineers who continue to work on advanced compression technologies. The mystery remains: why didn't the compressed air car become a reality? Was it due to industry pressure, financial constraints, or some combination of factors? What we do know is that Negre's vision for cleaner, more sustainable transportation has inspired countless innovators since. As interest in eco-friendly alternatives grows, one can't help but wonder if the compressed air car might someday find its place on our roads, a testament to the power of innovation and perseverance in the face of adversity. Hidden in the annals of automotive history lies a fascinating tale of innovation and intrigue, that of the compressed air car. This revolutionary vehicle, which promised to be an eco-friendly alternative to traditional gasoline-powered cars, was the brainchild of French engineer Guy Negre. But how did this technology actually work, and why didn't it make it to market? The compressed air car operates on a relatively simple principle: store energy in the form of compressed air and use that energy to drive the vehicle. The heart of the system is a large, high-pressure tank capable of storing up to 3,100 liters of compressed air at 4,050 ESI. To fill the tank, the car can be connected to an external compressor station, taking just a few minutes to fully charge. Once charged, the compressed air is released through a special valve and directed into a motor, where it expands and drives a piston, much like in a conventional internal combustion engine. The expansion of the air also cools the engine, eliminating the need for a separate cooling system. The motor is connected to the wheels via a transmission, enabling the car to move forward or backward as needed. The compressed air car was designed to be highly efficient and eco-friendly. It produces no emissions during operation, save for a small amount of non-toxic water vapor. Additionally, because the energy source can be generated from renewable sources like wind or solar power, the vehicle has the potential to be entirely carbon neutral. However, despite its promising technology and environmental benefits, the compressed air car never made it to market. Negre's company, MDI, faced numerous challenges in bringing the car to production, including difficulties securing funding, navigating regulatory hurdles, and overcoming technical limitations. One significant challenge was the limited driving range of the compressed air car. Due to the energy density of compressed air, the vehicle could only travel approximately 105 to 125 miles on a full charge, significantly less than most gasoline-powered cars. Additionally, while refueling stations were planned for major cities and highways, the lack of existing infrastructure made long-distance travel impractical. Another issue was the cost of producing the compressed air tanks. The high-pressure tanks required specialized materials and manufacturing processes to ensure safety and durability, driving up production costs. Although Negre claimed that mass production would lower costs significantly, investors remained skeptical, making it difficult for MDI to secure funding needed to bring the car to market. Despite these challenges, Negre's vision for cleaner, more sustainable transportation has inspired countless innovators since. And as interest in eco-friendly alternatives grows, one can't help but wonder if the compressed air car might someday find its place on our roads, a testament to the power of innovation and perseverance in the face of adversity. The compressed air car, a concept that promised to revolutionize transportation with its eco-friendly technology, seemed poised for success. But despite extensive research and development, it never made it to market. The question remains: why? Guy Negre, a French mechanical engineer with an impressive resume in Formula One racing, was the driving force behind this innovative vehicle. In the late 1980s, he founded MDI to develop his groundbreaking idea, a car powered by compressed air. Negre's design was strikingly different from conventional vehicles. Instead of using gasoline or electricity, the car would be propelled by high-pressure air stored in tanks. This clean source of energy could potentially reduce carbon emissions and offer an affordable alternative to traditional fuels. However, as MDI moved closer to commercialization in the early 2000s, they encountered significant obstacles. Most notably, they struggled to secure sufficient funding. Although they received some financial support from various governments and private investors, it wasn't enough to mass-produce the cars. Moreover, there were technical challenges. While the compressed air car performed well under controlled conditions, real-world factors like temperature changes impacted its performance. Additionally, refueling stations needed to compress and chill the air for reuse were expensive and scarce. Despite these hurdles, Negre's vision captured the imagination of many. His design sparked curiosity about unconventional propulsion methods and renewed interest in environmentally friendly transport solutions. In fact, following MDI's attempts, other companies began exploring similar concepts, such as the Wright-speed turbine electric powertrain or the liquid piston rotary engine. Yet, over a decade later, the compressed air car remains absent from our roads. Its story serves as a reminder of the complexities involved in bringing new technologies to market and the myriad factors that can derail even the most promising inventions. As we look towards a future where sustainable transport is increasingly vital, one might wonder whether the compressed air car will ever have its moment. Could it be resurrected with advancements in related technologies, or will it remain a fascinating footnote in automotive history? Only time will tell. For now, the compressed air car remains shrouded in mystery, a testament to both the potential and pitfalls of innovative thinking. Its non-appearance on our roads raises important questions about what could have been and sparks curiosity about what might still be possible. As we delve deeper into the enigma of the compressed air car, a tangled web of intrigue and unanswered questions surfaces. The technology was initially developed by French engineer Guy Negre in the late 1980s. His company, MDI, claimed that their vehicles could reach speeds up to 70 mph using only compressed air as fuel. But despite successful demonstrations and even limited production runs, these cars never made it to market on a significant scale. One question that arises is why such an environmentally friendly, cost-effective vehicle never gained traction. After all, the air-powered engine produces no emissions other than cold air, and refueling with compressed air costs only about 2 per gallon equivalent. Some skeptics point to technological hurdles. For instance, storing enough compressed air at high enough pressures requires heavy tanks, which negates some of the weight savings from the simple engine design. Additionally, compressing air takes energy, so these vehicles aren't entirely emission-free unless that energy comes from renewable sources. However, others suggest there's more to the story. They argue that powerful interests may have suppressed the technology. Indeed, MDI signed deals with several large companies, including Tata Motors of India and Peugeot, but these collaborations ended without any widespread commercialization. In 2014, Guy Negre passed away, leaving behind not only his groundbreaking invention, but also many unanswered questions about its fate. Could it be that the oil industry, fearing disruption, sabotaged the project? It's certainly within the realm of possibility, given the well-documented history of industries attempting to quash disruptive innovations. Or perhaps it was a case of bureaucratic red tape and regulatory roadblocks. Given the complex web of regulations surrounding automotive manufacturing and fuel standards, this too seems plausible. Yet another theory revolves around the physics of compressed air itself. While certainly cleaner and cheaper than gasoline, compressing air isn't very efficient. Each time you double the pressure, you only gain about 10% more energy. This means that, theoretically, you'd need a massive tank to store enough energy for long-distance travel, further compounded by the weight of the necessary tanks and compressors. Despite these challenges, proponents of compressed air cars maintain that they represent a viable alternative to traditional fossil fuel vehicles. They argue that advancements in materials science could lead to lighter, stronger tanks, while innovations in energy storage could improve the efficiency of compression. Furthermore, they stress that even if compressed air cars never become mainstream, they serve as an important reminder of what's possible when we think outside the box. So, what do we make of this intriguing tale? Is it a story of suppression and missed opportunities, or one of technical limitations and market realities? Like so much in life, the truth likely lies somewhere in between. What we can say for certain is that the compressed air car remains an fascinating enigma, a testament to both the allure and the challenges of innovative thinking. So, where do things stand today with the compressed air car? The technology remains an alluring enigma, a tantalizing glimpse into what could have been. Yet, despite its promise and potential, this innovative concept has yet to make it to market. One of the most prominent proponents of the compressed air car was Guy Negre, founder of MDI. In 2009, MDI announced a partnership with India's Tata Motors, which aimed to bring the AirPod, a small urban vehicle powered by compressed air, to market. However, this ambitious project ultimately faltered, and the AirPod never materialized in significant numbers. The challenges faced by Negre and MDI illustrate the complexities of bringing revolutionary technology to market. While the compressed air car offers several potential advantages, such as reduced emissions and low fuel costs, it also presents significant hurdles. For instance, the vehicle's limited range and refueling infrastructure have made it difficult for them to compete with more established technologies like electric or hybrid vehicles. Moreover, despite MDI's claims of using existing industrial processes to produce compressed air tanks, significant advancements in material science would be required to create tanks capable of storing enough energy at high enough pressures to make the cars viable for everyday use. This is not an insurmountable challenge, but it does require substantial investment and research, resources that have yet to materialize on a large scale for compressed air technology. Yet there are signs that interest in compressed air vehicles persists. In 2017, Peugeot unveiled the E-Legend concept, which features an innovative hybrid air powertrain combining compressed air and electric propulsion. This system allows for impressive fuel efficiency and reduced emissions, hinting at a potential future where compressed air technology plays a more prominent role in transportation. As we stand on the precipice of this uncharted territory, it is worth considering what the enduring allure of the compressed air car says about our collective fascination with innovation and its potential to reshape our world. Is the compressed air car an example of a promising idea that was simply ahead of its time, or a cautionary tale about the perils of overhyping untested technology? The answer, as with so many things in life, is likely shrouded in layers of nuance and complexity. What we can say for certain is that the compressed air car remains an intriguing enigma, one that continues to challenge and inspire those who dare to question the status quo and seek new ways to propel us into the future. And so, as we close this chapter on the compressed air car, we are left with a lingering question. Will this technology remain forever confined to the pages of history? Or is there still a chance that it might one day roar back to life, ready to take its place among the pantheon of great inventions? Only time will tell. For now, the mystery endures, a haunting reminder of the tantalizing possibilities that lie just beyond our grasp.